contest, man, she would have probably cleaned me out. My God. All right now in the Brother T Show studios, we have rapper extraordinaire. I've been knowing this man ever since he was a young man. And I'm proud to say that, I'm happy to see him to grow up to be a fine young man. But he's doing this thing right now, and he's real good rapper, real good freestyle artist. And I'm real happy to see him right now. He calls himself Enlitement. Yo, what's happening, man?
What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. Hey, man, welcome to the Brother T Show, man.
Thank you.
Not a problem. So, Enlightenment, man, I know you because, I've been knowing you ever since you was a teenager and whatnot. You was a teenager when I was a youth advisor at my old church.
Yes, sir.
And so go ahead and tell the audience that don't know you, go ahead and give them a little bit about yourself before, we're going to go into this interview and whatnot, but don't give them too much because, there'll be nothing to tell them and everything. But go ahead, tell my audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, I go by the name Enlightenment, and I got that name from the scripture Ephesians 1:18 about enlightening his people, you know what I mean, and just really informing everybody and giving them the truth. And I've been rapping for a while now. I really started getting serious my freshman year in school, high school, and I started with freestyling, you know what I mean? Then I started going to, Trinity Baptist Church, and that's why I met Brother T.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he facilitated these. I'm about to give a lot of details.
Go ahead.
Man.
Go ahead.
Okay, he facilitated these events. We said we wanted to have church not just on Sundays and Wednesdays, but you said, we said one other day, so we said Friday. You said, hey, you do it. So every Friday we used to meet up, man, and I had a lot of questions, man, and I definitely want to take this opportunity to say that you had a major effect in my life, man, and me staying on that narrow path, man, most definitely.
Well, man, to God be the glory, man. To God be the glory. And girls, what he's talking about is when he was one of the teenagers that was really fired up for Christ, and I used to be a youth advisor at Trinity Baptist Church, which is in Ellenwood, and also I was also a deacon there as well, and he was one of the youth that used to always say, hey, we wish we could have church every day or whatever. I'll never forget that Bible study, man. We want church every day. Of course, the pastor was like, nah, we can't have church every day now. So he was saying, well, we want something that we come to, we could talk about stuff and whatnot and get fired up. So I was saying, okay, what about Friday? So they was like, okay, yeah, we do it on Friday. So that was the beginning of this thing I used to have called Teen Rap. Mm-hmm. I used to do it on Fridays. It was every other Friday. Mm-hmm. We used to start at 7, and at the time we had no time limit because there was one time that we went until like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. It was him and 3 other young boys, and we talked about things, but the main thing was we was talking about our love for the Lord and whatnot. Yeah. And it was something that I wanted to give these young people. It started out with young men, first of all. It started out with young men. So there were some females that said, well, we want to be a part of this too. At first, we was like, nah, this should be a men-only thing. But eventually, we incorporated the ladies and whatnot, and it was a blessing, sure was. to the ladies as well. And I was doing this thing for like 4 years, and at first I didn't have a time limit because we stayed there like almost all night. Okay, but since my daughter came along, when she became an infant, then I said, okay, well, I need to cut it till 12 because I need to go home and help my wife with the baby and whatnot. So I did it for 4 years, and it was very effective, and I loved every minute of it. And it really hurt me that I stopped doing it because that's when my son became a teenager, and I stopped doing it because I didn't want him to. I wanted him to be in an environment where he felt comfortable to talk about stuff, whether he's talking about me or whatever. So that's what he's talking about. So yeah, that was a real good point in my life. So you've been rapping, man. So you started getting serious. So when did you really want to start well, you mentioned that you got serious about it, about rapping in your 9th grade year of high school. Yeah. So when did you really get serious about recording your stuff, man?
I was always serious about recording. I just didn't have the funds to do it or a studio to record in.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But my 11th grade year, my brother was in a group and they were recording. They had the studio and they had the funds. So I tagged along with them, and that's when I started recording. And as time went by, things were a lot more economical. You know what I mean? And I was able to get my own studio and all my own equipment and everything like that. So. But I always wanted to record, man. I just didn't have the money to do it. But my freshman year, though, man, that's where it started for me. I was in that battle rapping type thing. You know what I mean? That's what I was on, the battle rapping. I really went on that lean with it, rock with it type stuff. I was on some shut you down. I'm finna talk about everything about you, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Because I always, every time I rap, I would never say like the N word. I would never cuss.
Right.
It made me force myself to be more creative. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it really built up my vocabulary. So when I would rap and I would be freestyling with people, man, and I had no idea that some people were coming into the cipher with written lyrics and premeditated lyrics.
Right.
So I was going up against them, and I got better and better and better. And then my 11th grade year, no, my senior year in high school, that's when I was like, you know what, man, because when I was in that group with my brother, it was a secular group, and for a while I was able to not compromise, still get the godly message out. But you know, 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, be not deceived, but evil communications corrupt good manner. And that's what started to happen to me. You know what I mean? So I was like, hold up, now I gotta stop, man. I gotta make a decision. You know what I mean? So I got out of that, and then from then on, man, my mom saw me perform, and she just started taking me everywhere. And then that's how I hooked up with Scott Free, man, with Freestyle Missions now.
Right,
you know
and we're gonna talk about that later.
Yes,
we're gonna talk about that later. Oh man, so right now I got Enlightenment in the studio in the Brother T show right now. So I remember seeing you. Freestyle.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I love rap music. And rap is something that I cannot do. I wish I could do it, but it's something that I cannot do. But I used to love to see you and the other kids, you know, just be amongst yourself at the church and just, you know, have y'all little ciphers and whatnot. Now I know that you're a very creative. Tell me something. How does one come up with all that stuff in their head to freestyle? Because I could barely think of stuff to say, you know, during this radio show or during a conversation. But it seemed like when you're in the moment, you already know what to spit out. And, you know, rappers, you know, spit words out constantly. And how do you do that, man?
I mean, practice does make perfect, you know, doing it a lot. But I really realized that it was a gift, a God-given. It's not a talent, but it's definitely a gift, man. And as time progressed, you know, I would go places, and what I would do is I would just look at my environment. I look around me. You know how the Zaxby's B Cup was right there at first. You know, I just look around me, and I just start rapping. Whatever I see that comes to my mind, boom, I just start talking about it. It's a pink Evo phone on the table, whatever. You know what I mean? And as time progressed, man, and as I started getting my word more, that's when I was just able to, you know, quote scriptures and talk about parables that the Lord talked about and everything like that, man. So honestly, though, when I'm submitted under to the Holy Spirit, man, that's when it really is powerful. So it's really Him just speaking through me, man. I mean, that's the best. That's the natural way I can explain it the best, is that I just look at my environment and just go. You know what I mean?
Okay. Hey, check this out. We got a phone call on the line. Hey, this is the Brother T show. What's up? You want to talk to Enlightenment?
Yeah, I do.
Hey,
my name is Tia.
Oh, hey, Tia. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, this is another one of my teenagers that from back in the day, from where I used to be at my old church at Trinity Baptist Church. How you doing, Tia? Tia Wana.
Tia.
I'm good. How are you? I got Brina with me.
Oh, Brina. Oh man, this is like a blast from the past.
I know, right?
Hey, girls, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. You got a question for Enlightenment? You got a question for him?
Yeah, I just want to know when he was going to come and perform at Trinity again.
Oh, man. Well, that's a question for you, man. You got to answer it, man. Hey, but check this out. He's going to perform later on the show, and you can see him perform on brothertshow.com in a few minutes after this interview. Is streaming worldwide right now. Matter of fact, we're streaming this interview right now. But back to your question, Enlightenment. You have a question for this fan right here.
Yeah, I don't want to make any, you know, the Bible says it's better not to make a vow than to make a vow and break it. I think that's in Ecclesiastics. I don't want to make a vow, but I believe April is when I'm come to Trinity and perform. Don't you have an event in April, right, Tia?
I don't know.
But yeah, I believe in April. That's when I spoke to Robert and Minister Robert Miller III. And shout out to Minister Robert Miller III. Yeah, I talked to him, and he invited me out in April. I can't remember the exact date, but in April I should be at Trinity, most of.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, can't wait to see you.
Oh, thank you. Can't wait to see y'all.
Hey Tia, are you listening to us right now? Where are you at right now?
I'm in the car in the church parking lot, actually.
Okay, well check this out. What kind of phone you got? You got an iPhone, Android, BlackBerry?
Android.
Okay, check this out. Ooh. What you could do, I own an Android, man. What you could do, you can hear this interview right now if you download TuneIn Radio. You know, TuneIn Radio. Yeah, if you download TuneIn Radio, do a search for thepraisehouse.com, spaced out, all spaced out words, the space praise space house.com, and you should be able to hear us.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to ask?
All right.
Anything else you want to ask Enlightenment?
No.
Okay.
Appreciate you calling to you.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Enlightenment, you got some fans out there, man. So let me ask you this, man. Speaking of fans, how do you feel when people say that your music influenced them or touched them? How do you feel about that?
I had experienced that. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's very, it's really humbling, man. Seriously, because I've had people who actually broke out in tears, man, giving me a testimony like I've never heard before. It's amazing how when you just live the life or just walk up to somebody and show concern. I think the biggest thing though is because of the way my appearance, fitted cap, whatever, what I'm saying, J's and stuff like that. A lot of people expect for me to be like your average African-American, smoking, drinking, partying and stuff like that. And when they see my lifestyle, it just really affects them. All glory goes to God, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this by myself. But when they say it, man, when they tell me how they feel or how it affects them, man, I just know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, man. And it's just very humbling, man. And it's wonderful, man.
Oh, it's humbling when people, say that they adore your music, they adore you and whatnot. That's a very humbling experience to me. Mm-hmm. Right now we have Enlightenment. We have Enlightenment on the Brother T Show right now. We have Enlightenment. If you want to talk to Enlightenment, 888-690-1841 is the phone number if you want to talk to Enlightenment. So Enlightenment, you hooked up with some very, very, very merry men of God. One, Scott Free.
Yes, sir.
I remember meeting Scott Free. Ladies, you remember the story I told you about where I was at this event and this guy who looked like a skater and he was talking about how he did simple things like put people's trash cans out, in the morning for doing small stuff. That's the guy I was telling you about, Scott Free. I met this guy, cool brother. He's cool brother. And when I found out that you was working with him or ministering with him, I was like, okay, well, I know that he's in good hands because, after you guys grew up and got older and left the church and, went on your way, okay, yeah, naturally, as a youth advisor, I worry about you guys. But, yeah, I worry about you guys, but I know that you guys got to grow up and you got to lead your own path. When I found out that you hooked up with Scott Free and I met the guy, I'm like, oh, well, I know he's in good hands. I already know that he's in good hands. And then, I have people tell me that they see you out ministering like New Year's Eve. Yeah. I got a report that you was out with Scott Free ministering at night, midnight, downtown at the Peach Drop.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's real ministry to me. When you go out in the unwanted territory, when you go out like Christ did and worship to the and minister to the unchurched. A lot of people don't have the boldness to do that. Now, what make you get that boldness to go out there and do that?
I'm gonna try to make this answer short. At Trinity, you had an impact on me on that, and so did Robert, man. When we would go evangelize, he would take me and him would just go knock on people's doors, and he knocked on about 3 or 4 doors, and he was like, okay, you gonna do it by yourself. I was like, man, yeah, right. So he was like, okay. So he knocked on the door, and then he pushed me up and backed away right when they opened the door, so I couldn't stand there and not say nothing. You know what I mean? So I was stuttering and everything, like, hey, how you doing? I was just stuttering. But anyway, I was pushed out there, man, and from that experience of just being able to evangelize and go to different doors and knock on them and talk to the people and taking out the trash and things of that sort, I didn't realize I was developing a boldness in myself. And then what really happened is as I started getting in the word more, it's like this. If your loved ones are in danger and you want to help them and you realize that, hey, I'm putting myself in danger by helping them, you're not concerned about that. You're
Right.
concerned about helping that person. And that's where that boldness comes from, is that, hey, at the end of the day, I'm trying to help this person. You know what I mean? So I really want them to know about Christ. So it's like, hey, I'd rather look like a fool than this person go to hell. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
just get that motivation to go and say, what's up? You know, how you doing? Whatever the case may be, in the spirit leads.
Right. Oh man, we got Enlightenment in the studio right now. Enlightment's in the studio on the Brother T Show. Matter of fact, come to think about it, as you know, as I'm thinking, as I'm talking to you, I helped you record a demo
Yep.
a while back, years ago.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
2006, 2005, going to
yeah,
2006.
something like because I used to be an independent record owner.
Yeah.
I had my own record label, you know, independent, and I was starting out. And you and some fellas came over, and I did a little voiceover on your track. I got that track somewhere around here. I just can't get my hands on it. But it was exciting,
man.
and that's why I knew that, okay, you know, this kid, he got some good stuff. And so what's next for you, man? You know, tell us about the last project that you released, man. Tell us about that.
Oh, that was in 05, man. I had a little demo I put together, and you know, I performed different places. Went to is it the Sweet Arbor Fest?
Yes.
Yeah. I've
Yes,
been there and performed a couple of places. But like as of right now, you know, as I continue to get closer in my relationship with Christ, man, I realized that sort of like this song that's playing in the background right now, man, I realized that it's not about the music, it's not about the fame, it's not about the money, it's not about none of that stuff, you know what I mean? And I realized that it's a lot of growing I had to do and maturing I had to do spiritually, you feel me? And so when I realized that, I kind of sat back and I was like, okay, God, I want you to do a purging to me before I complete, you know what I'm saying, an actual album or any type of project that is released. And through the times of, you know, traveling with Scott Free and doing ministry, I went out to Detroit, man, and I saw these people living like they were in a third world country.
Right.
It was crazy, you know what I mean? It literally brought tears to my eyes. I'm going home, sitting in the AC, throwing my J's on, jumping in my Nissan and all this stuff like that, and they ain't got cars and they hanging their clothes up on wire racks.
Yeah.
And you know, the lady told me, she said, the people don't have money to buy food. They're actually catching rodents, raccoons, and possums and eating that. That's how they eat. You know what I mean? And that really affected me, and it just made me step away from the microphone. Like, hold up, man. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord just really, to this day, man, continually to humble me and just really show me, man, give me the truth, you know, and let me be more effective. As you submit unto the Holy Spirit, as you submit unto God, that's when the authority takes place. That's when you start to see limbs grow back and people walk out of wheelchairs and stuff like that. I mean, it's one thing to perform and everybody cheering, yeah, get excited and stuff like that, but they go back home to their, like we were speaking earlier about, you know, boyfriend, girlfriends and getting beat and stuff.
Right.
You know, they come to a performance, yay, cheer, and they go back home to that environment, getting molested, getting beat on, you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, okay, Lord, it got to be more than just this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so with all that said, man, I just been really sitting back and letting the Lord just really purge me and shape me and mold me. And I'm working on the project right now, and the estimated date to be announced is late March, early April.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
As of right now, I don't have a name for it. It's to be announced as well.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, right now we got Enlightenment. Enlightment's in the studio right now on the Brother T Show. Okay, check this out. Okay, City Takers. Okay, I've had, you know, Double up in here.
Yeah, Double.
Yeah, Double.
Shout out to Double.
I had Double up in here. He's part of City Takers.
Yes, sir.
I've heard nothing but great things about City Takers. I have not had a chance to get to City Takers because my schedule's been so big, but I got to go to City Takers.
Yeah, man.
I see that you guys are traveling.
Yeah.
You know, matter of fact, Double told me that I don't know whether he was part of this, but y'all went to Oklahoma City. I know you was.
I didn't go
okay, but I know Scott Free went to Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, you say you went to Detroit.
This is 2010.
Right.
But we just recently went to Tennessee, and that was our first
Yeah, y'all went to Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville.
Yeah,
That was
see,
our
I follow you guys. I follow you guys, what you're doing and whatnot. Now, City Takers, tell my audience, for those that don't know about City Takers, you know, because I got to get out there because, you know, I know you guys, you know, you, Scott Free, Jesus Juice be out there, Double be out there, you know, 3HP Nation be out there. Tell my audience about City Takers.
All right. Well, basically, you know, City Takers is basically a urban hip hop service, and the point of it is to really reach people who wouldn't even step foot inside a church. You know what I mean? We really want to take the building away from the church.
Right.
But we have like a local artist come up and he'll rap. You know what I mean? Then we have praise and worship. Scott to give the word. Then we'll bring like a national artist up. And what's so incredible as time goes on, we have more city takers. It's like more people are getting saved, and we getting more people who are serving and volunteering. You know what I mean? And like people are getting discipled. And one thing that I really like is what we're doing is we're going to other cities as well and doing the city takers. But before we actually have the city takers, we're having workshops. And the workshops is just basically sitting down all types of people and seeing how we can serve and really fulfill the Great Commission. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people, like I said earlier, when we have an altar call or whatever the case may be and they receive Christ, where's the follow-up? You know what I mean? Who's calling them? Who's discipling them? You know, somebody just got delivered homosexuality. Who's going to walk with that brother or that sister? You know what I'm saying? To keep them from, you know, going back into what I was saying about earlier, evil communications, corrupt good manners. So who's going to walk with this person? Who's going to disciple them? So we're doing workshops now as we go out of state. This month we actually going to Texas. We're going to be at the South by Southwest. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm actually participating in the freestyle contest. Yes.
Oh man, that's what's up. Yeah. So y'all gonna be at South by Southwest?
Yes, sir. We actually hosting a City Takers, if I'm not mistaken. We're hosting something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big. Yeah. That's pretty big, man. So Enlightenment, you got something going on tonight actually up in Rome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, man, Rome, Georgia, don't sleep on the Romans. I'm telling you, don't sleep, because we had Jack Rip up in here. We had Ja Plus One. Don't sleep on the Cedartown, Cartersville, Rome area in Georgia. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the Romans. I mean, you're gonna have fun tonight. But tell us what's going on tonight, man.
We're actually going to Rome. I think the name of the church is Northside Church.
Right.
And they're having a youth conference, and they invited us out. And after the end of the conference, they're having a concert. It will be me, Scott Free, DJ Push, Double, and my boy AGV, a godly vessel, man. We're gonna come out there and just let the Lord use us, man. And we're looking for. Oh, actually, they also invited us Sunday too to actually do a service, man. To do a City Taker service.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So check this out. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch you on the spot. Okay, I don't mean to put you on the spot. Okay. I boasted about how well you can freestyle. Okay, I boasted about that. Okay, I boasted about that. I mean, this young man right here is probably one of the best freestylers I've seen live. Okay, now,
nervous now.
Huh? Okay, now, do you need music to freestyle? You know? Yeah. Okay, okay, check this out. Now, you're looking around the room. You see Aaliyah with her pink on, got her cap with her name on it. You see India, you know, she's dressed like a model. You see Faith, you see me, you see what's around you. Okay, do you think you could bust a freestyle right now, man? Just to give my audience a taste of what you're gonna do in a few minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Just give a taste. Okay,
I'm gonna try.
You need that instrumental that you sent me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you about to freestyle, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you think you can do it?
I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try.
Okay, this is an exclusive, Brother T Show exclusive. You ready?
Yeah, I'm nervous. Let's go.
You nervous? Oh man. Well, guess what? I'm nervous too. I gotta speak to thousands of people. All right, let's do it, man. You ready?
Yeah.
Freestyle exclusive. The performance before the performance on the Brother T Show. Check this out.
You can turn it up in my. I get a little bit more volume.
More volume.
I can barely hear it. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Holy Spirit on top of me. Really get on ya. Took a trip from Riverdale. Headed to Lithonia. This what we do for real. You know what I'm about. Yeah, it's the brother T and the praise house. We do this thing for real, don't ask me. I came in hungry, but India didn't bring me no Zaxby's. So now I'm upset and I can't see ya, and I'm sitting to a dark-skinned girl who looks like Aaliyah. This how it be for real, make sure they understand it. Christ for real, I gotta demand it. I'm trying to keep on beat, but the headphones are falling off. But it's okay, cause I'm not falling off. Now here we go again, and yeah, they say that it's fake. I understand that faith comes by the word, so I'ma hear it, and you know it's the death of me. I meant to say that faith is standing to the left of me. This is how I be for real and understand God is on the throne, and everybody asking questions sitting at home. I'm like, what's going on? And I come in advance and got a phone call from a girl named T Advance. That's what her name is, and I don't even see low. Android, I'm iPhone, and India got the Evo. This how I be for real, and I never be low. I'm asking God to take me to a place where I never see folk. Now I'm trying to go and do it, hold it down, call me the warden. I'm riding on 23s, I'm actually walking in Jordans. I thank God for what he doing, and you know I never fall. I'm trying to get things and head them like pictures on your wall. I lost it, but it's okay. I know it's not right, I know it's not fake. Sometimes we make a mistake, but it's okay, cause I know what it is and I get my advice. I know the Holy Spirit teaches me, and my Lord is Christ. Hold up, now I'm feeling it for real and don't need no hater. I was born in New Orleans, but I was raised in Decatur. I'm telling you the truth for real, how they do it, and they say that it's play heat. I'm telling these boyfriends to watch the ladies. We need to set the demonstration straight, let them know what it is, and all these homos turning straight. I'm telling you the truth, that's what it be, and now he in with it. I think he said love is inside 1 Corinthians. That is what it be, you know 13, how we do it, and you know you see a 4-letter word, I think it's L-O-V-E. That's what we need for real, dog, and I'm like a pharaoh, man. I'm chilling here with all my people and Brother Terror.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I told you this kid is good, man.
That was good.
That was nice and clever too. So check this out, Enlightenment. Yo, if anybody wants to get in touch with you, they want to get in touch with you, know what's happening, where you're gonna be touring at. They want to know about City Takers, your appearances. Give out all the one-stop shop information. Give it out right now. Go ahead.
Okay, Facebook.com. Yeah, man, y'all add me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. I'll follow y'all. But it's Facebook.com/I am Enlightenment, ENLITEMENT, and the Twitter is I am Enlightenment, ENLITEMENT.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
oh man. So yo, I can't wait. Hey, the freestyle was good, but I know you're gonna give us more in the performance, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So check this out. We're gonna take a break. And man, Enlightenment is gonna come with his performance. You know, you do not want to miss this. 888.